It says I'm live. I know this is different. Hello. Right, let's adjust this. Guess what? It doesn't set itself up. Right. Hey, I see people in the chat. Just let me adjust. I'm sort of winging it. Sweat me off as well. Right. Hello, folks. Sunday night. Right, 9 o'clock Sunday night. Time for the Sunday Nighter. I have returned. And where is it? I've got Jace's copy. We still need to adjust this, don't we? I'm sweating. 1 second, guys. Oh. You'll have to excuse me. Corbyn's not long gone. Kez is not long gone. And I've had to rush and have a quick shower. And then I didn't realise I'd got 3 minutes before the live show. So I have been running around like a headless chicken. Right. How does the audio sound? Can you hear me all right? Let's see how that comes up. Hey. I see loads of people. Hell yes. Evening all. Audio sounds fine. Mate, what you saying? I don't know. Yeah, super good. Brilliant. So the volume's all... I've got a tickle on my nose right there. I've got a hair. It's driving me nuts. Right, folks. Just give me a second, because I've done that thing where you're just flying around the house. I mean, literally 3 minutes ago, I didn't even have any clothes on, and I was very wet and dangly. Well, my dangly bits were very wet, and I don't think I've dried them properly, so I've got that uncomfortable dampness. Bit too much information for you there, but we are back, aren't we? Right. Okay. Do you know, I'd planned the start of this and what I was going to say and everything, and I've completely bloody forgotten. Okay, first off, yeah. Thank yous. Yeah. Now, the first thank you has got to go out to my backers. Okay. Just for backing the book and making it possible and having my back and not kicking up a fuss with all the illness. I mean, I've had a rough year. I hear there's a pandemic, but the year is ending well, and it's ending well on every front. Yeah. So that's important. But I want to say thank you to my backers. Okay. Because this wouldn't be possible without you. Secondly, I want to say thank you to Jace. Yeah, and Dave. Jace, because he got me through this. Same applies to Dave. Yeah. I don't think I'll ever be able to say how much they supported me, along with Martin, Tanya, Lee. But thank you, guys. Okay. To my patrons, I know half of you have disappeared. Yeah, that's fine. I haven't put anything up really in a year, but for the other half that is still stuck around, thank you for waiting around and having my back. For everyone who's left beautiful comments, I had one of the things that I didn't realize that I missed from the channel, yeah, was the feedback that you gave me and the actual effect on my mental health and, you know, how I felt about myself. Yeah. And with not putting stuff on the channel for so long and having to keep all this stuff sort of secret and not being able to share it. Yeah. I've sort of lacked that feedback. Yeah. And I didn't realize how much until, you know, comments sort of came in on the book, and, you know, I got the big, I don't even know what hormone it is, oxytocin or something like that, dopamine, whatever, the happy dog. And its effect was profound. I mean, really profound on me. Yeah, it went out on the Friday. I set the group up on the Friday. By the Saturday, I was pulling out bits of plastic, and Saturday night, I spent looking through this, looking for colours from a Mechanicus build. Now, my life for the past 6 months has basically been a consistency of illness in some form or something going on in life which just takes all precedence, or book. Yeah. Now, I haven't been working full time on the book, which is why it's taken so long, because I have had illnesses, problems, and that sort of stuff. Yeah. But the other times were books. So I haven't even thought about the channel. And I know that sounds awful, but it's just been like, I've got to finish the book. I mean, there was a point in in June, late June, where my lung collapsed, and there were conversations about, we really need to get this book finished, because we didn't know if I was going to be around to finish the book. Yeah. Luckily I survived. But yeah, there were those sort of conversations. So it's been a challenge. And being distant from the channel, has had a profound effect on me. And I didn't realize how profound it was until the feedback from the book came in. Yeah. I mean, I know I've put posts about, what I'm doing and things like that, and everyone's been incredibly supportive. I mean, you guys have really been great. Yeah. But I've not had that support from sharing my passion, helping you guys with your hobby. You've just had my back like the Terrainiacs, you amazing people that you are, always do. Yeah. And so to get the feedback on the book and that sort of stuff and the baiting PDF, it was really profound. So thank you guys, genuinely. Yeah. The last sort of couple of months, or the last month or so, has been on a lot of different fronts. I've had good health news. I've had great news with regards to the family. I've had great news in my personal life. The mental health is really improved, really improved. A lot of it was the pressure of the book. Do you know what I mean? So close and still stuff to do and get stuff off and get things out. And, I think both me and Dave were like, we really want to get this out before Christmas. And, it's a possibility up for every backer. Yeah. There's lots of backers that will definitely get it before Christmas. Those on the further reaches, yeah, it's certainly a good possibility. Yeah. And we've done the best we can. Yeah. And that, the way I look at it, and I'm going to start reading the comments in a minute, guys. Yeah. But the way I look at it is that I look at other Kickstarters I followed and the challenges that people have had in them. Yeah. And watched them thrown into the wind and abandon their backers and just disappear. You know what I mean? And hey, that's Kickstarter. Yeah. And that was the one thing me and Dave could never do, ever. Yeah. Not because of future business implications or anything like that, but you guys paid up front. You know what I mean? Yeah. And both me and Dave are of the mentality of, you deserve what you've paid for. Yeah. And so there was a real push that no matter what, we finish this book and we make it as good as we possibly can. Is it the best book I could have written? No. Okay. Because me and procrastination. I could have gone over this and over this and over this and added more and tried to fit more in. Yeah. But you have to draw a line in the sand, especially for Dave's sanity. Yeah. So I was allowed to write the first draft. Yeah. Give it to Dave. Second draft it based on his basic recommendations of, have I missed anything? Does he think something needs to be changed for a better instruction? Does he not? Dave is a good one to sound off of because he knows the terrain stuff and he knows the hobby. Yeah. So if he reads something that doesn't quite read right, then it's a guarantee someone who doesn't know the hobby doesn't read right. Then I was allowed like a final third look. Yeah. And then we drew the line on that because my brain, if I figure something out 6 months after a section or something, I did. But the thing is, after the third look, it goes out to be copy edited and properly edited by a third editor, which meant it would have to go out again. So, yeah, I had to draw the line. And I don't think that's a bad thing. Yeah. Because I think if I had just carried on, it would become one endless project and the doubt. And sometimes you've just got to accept, that you cannot make perfect the enemy of good. And I think this is a good book. I really do. Now, I can do quick flicks. Yeah. Yeah. But everything is in it. And it is the essentials for pretty much every project you should want to start. I mean, it won't cover absolutely every environment, for God's sake. Not in the depth that I want it to. You know, I could skim through and do, oh, look at this and look at this and look at this. Yeah. Here's 3 sentences on how to do this. But what use is that? Instead, what I chose to do was to go through, pick up all the essentials, all the really common stuff, all the materials, all that sort of stuff, and give you solid techniques. Yeah, I mean, there's the rock work in it. I pulled a lot of photos and stuff from some of my better projects. You know what I mean? So I could show you how to take it to the higher level. Yeah, but I mean, look at that. Yeah, I'll do a quick flick through for Yeah. Okay, just on grass work. Yeah, I've got to hold it back because you can't read the words. Cheeky. Yeah, this is the section on grass work. Yeah, so all about the functional stuff. Yeah, the foundations. Yeah, then we've got all the flocking techniques. That's 2 pages. Yeah, and I can tell you right now that half a page is 500 words. Yeah, that's about another third. So you've got about right on just on laying down coarse and the static grass, sealing up and preparing it. Yeah, you've got 800 words along with 3 photos showing the progress. Yeah. Now I think that's pretty good flocking. Yeah. Next up, we cover static grass. Yeah, and same again. Same layout, about 800 words, 700, 800, couple of warnings, stuff like that. Techniques, implications, final shot. Yeah, then we've got the tufting. Yeah, same again. Yeah, look at that progress shot. Then we've got leveling it up. Yeah, that's only sort of 500 words, but, you know, we needed to get some really nice photos in there of the final stuff. Now I'll bring that up. So, or did we say 800? Well, 700, say 750, another 750, and another 500. What's that? 2,750 words just on laying down grass to go from that foundation work to that finished piece. And on that one piece, I've taught you everything you need to know. That's how I've approached this book. Yeah, I mean, look at this. I love this book. I'm going to read the comments in a minute, guys, but it's a damn good book. I mean, look at this. There you are. That's about 1,500, 1,600 words on colour theory for your terrain, specifically for your terrain. Yeah, not just, oh, this is the colour wheel. No, this is how you use it for terrain. Yeah. I mean, this is my favourite spread. It was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, look at it. So all that is in this book. Right, I'm going to talk to you now. That's awesome. I'm ridiculously excited to get my copy. Nice one, Michael. Hey, Kat's in the room. Dan's in the room. I've seen Tanya. Tanya's up late. Hello. Terrain porn. Yes. In hardback. We always believed in you, buddy. I'd always been skeptical of Kickstarter projects, and yours has been the only one I ever backed. I saw a lot of comments like that. You know, when we started looking back, I did see a lot of comments like that. And that was one of the things that, you know, for me, made it so important. And I know I've been off the channel, but I think you guys sort of know the way I work and how I focus on one thing. I mean, you'll remember when I was deep in commissions, yeah, how we get that situation where I disappear, yeah, for a month because I had to finish something. Yeah, and as soon as I'd finished, I could focus on the other thing. And that's with the terrain book and how many of you pour in and committed meant that was quite strong for me. Now it's done. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to coming back to the channel. Now, the plan is, diggers, I'll tell you the plan in a minute. I need to re-wet my whistle. Right, people are asking where and when and what to get the book and that sort of stuff. Basically, if you didn't back the Kickstarter, you're looking at January from various outlets, retail and online, both in the UK, US, and rest of world. Yeah, there'll be more information coming on that, but we've got quite a few people sort of lined up and that sort of stuff. My suggestion is go join the Terrain Essentials Book Club on Facebook. I haven't got a link, but one of the mods will throw it up for us. Thank you. Yeah, and if you jump on there, then when it actually gets released, yeah, we'll push out messages on there so you can actually find out. Yeah, it will be in stores. Now, I need to explain something. Yeah, obviously we had a print run done. Now, to my knowledge, there's a couple of thousand copies. Yeah, I need to have a chat with Dave because actually retail and that sort of stuff is something that we said, right, once we've, finished fulfilling, yeah, or once we've got our stuff done to get the fulfillment done, then we'll start nailing down exact on retails. But I know Dave has already got distributors lined up and it's all confirmed and that sort of stuff. I've just backed away from that because it's not information I need right now. But now we're in this situation, I'm going to nail it down with Dave over the next month. Yeah, so that well before before Christmas, we're able to give you a better idea, yeah, of where, when's, what's. And as always, the Kickstarter is the definitive guide, yeah, where Dave put his releases out and I'll spread them from there as I know. They are. Tanya's put the link up. Are we going to have a mini Mel diorama competition? I think we should. Now, for all of you who back digital copies and aren't getting one of these infamous mini Mels, which I didn't know about until they were actually made and shipped. Thank you, Dave. Yeah, you can get one. Okay, all you've got to do is pay for shipping. Yeah, what you need to do is email Dave saying mini Mel. Yeah, in the subject line, just put mini Mel for digital backer. Yeah, so he can clearly see it. Yeah, and Dave will be able to arrange through PayPal and that sort of stuff to get your address and all that sort of stuff just to ship You do need to pay for shipping. Yeah, but the model itself is free. There's only a limited number, and we're talking, a couple of hundred tops. Okay, and when they're gone, they're gone. Yeah, now that's the same as the book. We had a print run done. Yeah, I believe there's 1,000 in the UK, I think, and maybe 2,000 in the US for rest of world, UK and Europe, and then rest of world. Yeah, I need to nail those figures down, but yeah, I would say if you are really interested in getting this book, yeah, reach out to your FLGS. Yeah, if your local store, whoever you order from, yeah, connect with them. Yeah, because I don't know what the demand is going to be like when it hits. Okay, I'm playing with Blue Tack. I don't know what the demand's going to be. So my recommendation to you is, we know it's going to be basically, if your local store stocks Warlord products, you're going to be able to get it from your local store. If in the US, ask your local store if they deal with Bridge distribution or Alliance distribution. Yeah, that's who it's going to be going through in the US. And if they do, say, get me, put a reserve in for a copy of Terrain Essentials for me. Yeah, the reason I say this is 1,000 sounds like a lot of copies. Yeah, but if, let's say, 50 stores take 10 copies, yeah, that's 500 gone. I don't know. We're talking the world. So all I'm saying is, if you really want to get your hands on this book, contact your store. Yeah, make a reservation for it. Okay. Now, it will be available online as well. Yeah, from Warlord and Ironheart Artisans in the US. Yeah, so you might want to either reach out to them and say, hey, you know, you're putting it in your newsletter, or sign up to their newsletter, or that sort of stuff. Or if you give us a week or so, a week or two, yeah, we'll be able to perhaps be able to give you a bit more guidance on that. Do we get a tutorial on water effects for Mini Mel? Bugger off, Matt. I can see it's going to be a second and a third reprint. Well, I mean, we haven't even discussed that, to be truthful. We know it could be a possibility. Yeah. To be truthful, me and Dave have just been focused on getting it out, finishing it, getting it out for the backers. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, and I don't mean to say that in a down way, but that has been 100% our focus. And because of the ups and downs that I've had, yeah, that we took a conscious, or I took a conscious decision to step back from anything, yeah, that directly wasn't related to producing and finishing content for the Kickstarter. So all the ancillary stuff, Dave's kept me roughly in the loop with and given me the information and checked with me on things. Yeah. But I've let him take the lead. And even Dave is sort of like, right, the focus has been fulfilling, get it out, and then making connections to shore it up. Yeah, because that's been our priority. So now the book is being packed at Ward, and fingers crossed it's getting shipped next week. It should do. Yeah. But that's out of mine and Dave's hands. Yeah. But we are hoping, Warlord have said, it's COVID, it's lockdowns, it's the time of year, you know what I mean? And they've just moved into a new warehouse. So, but they are going all steam, and they've had the staff working this weekend to pack 5,500 copies of my book. I mean, they had pallets all over the place of it. Right. I'm going to do some comments. I need to check PayPal's just in case any of you got... Oh, you have. Right. I don't know if it's one or two, or it's two. Oh, bugger. From Keegan A. He sent in 25 quid. Thank you. Are you making it a party, dude? I don't see a message. I'll use that to buy cake. Thomas H.W. Dude, it's nice to have a new book, but just glad you're seeing okay. Hope as well. 30, dude, that's too much. Guys, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, there's more, is there? Diana? She's just what you call it. Said, good to see you. Throwing a tenner. Thank you. I might buy cake. Can you get cake delivered? Do you know what? For 40 quid, I could get cake delivered off Kez. I bet you for 40 quid, I could get... Do you know what? If I asked Kez for a cake, she'd probably make it and bring it round, considering the live show. In fact, Kez, are you watching? Just if you are, say hello in the comments. Or WhatsApp me. It wouldn't surprise me. Right, just make sure I'm not missing anyone. I don't think I am. Suspicious login on Twitter by my old Cole Cobain account. That's a bit iffy. Keep an eye on that. Go check that out. Could be an app or something like that. You need an ice cream cake. Yes, you can get cake delivered from Amazon. Can you really? It's nice getting back. It is. It is. Watching from France. Nice. So yeah, basically all the book stuff we're looking good on. Yeah, it's turned out brilliant, guys. It really has. If you haven't seen it, if you've seen the basing guide, that's brilliant. Yeah. Would you like to see some of the bases? Yeah. Don't know if I'm going to be able to show them you perfectly. New Ferris is saying, Mal, want to say the PDF was awesome. Thank you, buddy. That was a buzz. That's a WhatsApp. Is that Kaz? I see a couple of nuggets from Odin. Thank you, buddy. Right. So I've made a box for them. Yeah, for my bases. I've hot glued them in. So I'm going to have to unpick my hot glue. Which is a silly thing to do. So I'll show you one because I don't. Basically, they're all in here. I've made like a little box for them. And hot glued them all to shelves. Yeah. So I will show you one. Yeah. Now, the basing PDF was a 50 bases, how to do 50 bases, terrain tutor style. So using my techniques and knowledge. I think the overwhelming reply has been, people have been astounded. And I think even me and Dave have. It's turned out much bigger than we expected, but it's brilliant. Now, to show you some of the bases that it shows you how to make. These are them. So very quickly. Yeah, we've got a meadow base. We've got tentacles. We've got snow. Yes, that is yellow snow and footprints. We've got a lava base. Yeah, a little hillock base. That one's using cork bark. That one's slate. That one's rubble. That one's snowy stones with icicles. You can just see the icicles there. And there you are. I'm not taking it off. Yeah, if you see at the back, that one is my Nurgly one. Yeah, and those are 10 of the bases out of the 50. Yeah, that the Watcher of the PDF covers. Now, this is important because it's got a lot of love. And to be truthful, I've really enjoyed doing it. Okay, so much so that I'm going to keep doing it as a video on the channel. And it's probably going to be some of the first content you actually get. And the reason for that is quite simple. What I want to do is I want to start cleaning up my videos. You're still going to get Mel, don't worry. Yeah. But I'm looking at cleaning up my videos with the intention of once I grow Patreon again and that sort of stuff. And, you know, we're on a steady level. And I want to see if I can start outsourcing my video editing. Yeah, so I want a short video that I can get used to editing. So I know a format that I can ask someone else to edit for me. Now, it's not because I'm lazy. Yeah, it's because I hate video editing. Yeah, love making the terrain, love the filming. Yeah, but when it comes to the actual nitty gritty of video editing, yeah, it's not something I enjoy, guys, in all honesty. Yeah. So if I can outsource that, then what that means is I have more time to work on terrain. And in all honesty, yeah, the terrain side, the video editing, the admin, that side of stuff for running the channel takes up more time than the making of the tutorials and the terrain. Yeah. And so I want more time to make terrain. Yeah. So I'm looking to outsource that. So the basing gives me a good little short format that perhaps I can do on a weekly basis. I can start it off. I can do it from home. Yeah. And I can just keep expanding the bases. So every Sunday you get like a 10-minute video. Yeah. And because they're small bases, what it allows me to do is it allows me to show you lots of different environments and techniques, really small, that you can expand terrain-wise, because all those bases are essentially the same techniques that I would use for landscaping. So instead of having to build an entire board to say, hey, this is how you do a lava board, just on a simple base, I can show you the tricks to do, how to pull off realistic, rocks, how to pull off the colors, the effects, and let you expand it from there. Yeah. Now, I'm not saying I don't want to do a lava board, because I do. Yeah. What I'm saying is we know boards take time. Yeah. And if it takes a week to do a board, but I know I can only get 1 or 2 videos out of it. Yeah. To show, hey, this is the ratio isn't good. Yeah. And to be truthful, I'd be happy with doing that. But what it means is it's going to take forever to cover all the different environments. Yeah. Whereas these allow me to show you different environments. Yeah. And the key techniques relatively quickly. And then it lets me concentrate on the big terrain stuff and not thinking I need to build a lava board. No, I can do a lava base for now. You know, if I get a request for something or a new game or something like that, I can do a base and at least get you that information across. So that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Yeah. Also, it gives me a bit of content. I mean, making terrain videos, it takes a lot of effort. Yeah. And what I mean is actually effort in making the terrain, the building, editing, and all that sort of stuff. A lot more. I mean, if you think about it, there's people who have far more subscribers on me who don't make anything or don't really put any effort into their videos. Yeah. Whereas terrain makers and model painters and stuff like that, they put a lot in. So it'll be good for me to have a short format that doesn't have as much work in it. Yeah. Now, the reason being is because I'm turning this room at home into a bit of an office studio, and it will give me something as a single fella now, yeah, to do in my evenings. Yeah. So preparing content. So that's where we're going with the bases. Okay. Legion Anakin on lava base. I like that. Next project, the Essential Terrain tool set. That's listed in the book. Yeah, that is actually. Here, I'll show you. You know me, I've got it covered. Right, come on, where's it? Whatchamacallits? Essential whatchamacallits. They are. First 2 pages covers all the bare essentials. Yeah, with what I'd say is probably just over 1,000 words. Yeah, it covers the tools, the consumables, being the paint, the glue, the filler, which to buy, materials, and the scenics. Just your bare ones. Yeah, everything's for starting off. Right, I am keeping an eye on PayPal. Yeah, I need to keep an eye on PayPal. Roberto T. He sent 20 euros. Thank you, buddy. You delivered what you promised. You deserve my respect. You didn't have to pay for it, but thank you. So that's the idea on on the bases. Okay. So my hope is I'm going to start work on that probably tail end of the week, because this week is about turning this room into a bit of a studio, and you're going to get a vlog on that. Yeah. After that, we're going to head into Spodeworks. I've got 2 studios that are absolute bomb sites. Yeah. We're going to go in. We're going to sort that out. Yeah. Because I don't want to be scrambling. Yeah. We've had a break from the channel. You guys are still here. You want the content. I want to make the content. Yeah. And so I feel rather than rushing it coming up to Christmas, I'm going to take a little bit of while, just a couple of weeks, to really set things up. Also, there are a few things that once the books were done, I'd get some funds to get some cameras and stuff like that and improve. So I need to get those in, get Lee in, help set that sort of up. Yeah, basically, I don't want to jump in doing content as quickly as possible. Yeah. When I'm so close to being able to make it much better and actually sort where I'm working and structure and that sort of stuff. In non-COVID times, is it possible to visit the Spodeworks studio? Certainly. Once I'm back in and that sort of stuff, I'll put a shout out about that. Mel, do you think the base, my terrain layout, closer, beautiful bases that you made, and they are portable? Okay, not quite sure what you mean there. Re-say that, Otis. Like button party. What are your plans on November 26th? Don't know yet. Mel, do you know the total word count for the book? Total word count. I'm pretty sure last time I saw it, yeah, it was about 90,000 words. Pretty sure. And that sort of fits. I mean, it was supposed to be 176 pages and we had to throw in another 16 to fit it all in. Yeah, the book's bigger than we planned. We had to add more pages. Yeah, and if you work out as roughly that we went for 50-50 of text to images, yeah, with 500 per per page as 50-50, then that's roughly right. What about Mel masterclasses at Spodeworks? It's something that is doable, yeah, but I need to grow the channel. I need to get Patreon back up for one. I need to get regular content out. Now, my idea with the content out is I'm not going to be jumping straight into doing straight tutorials. Okay, I've got a better way of doing them. What I'm going to start doing is I want to start vlogging 2 specific projects. One, my Kill Team Sci-Fi project, yeah, which is now going to be Mars based, yeah, and 2, yeah, my Big Burma build. Oh. Now, the reason for that is that I've had a long break from doing terrain. Yeah. And for me, I have been doing tutorials. It's all I've been doing, just in paper format. I want to work on my own stuff. Yeah. I want to take a couple of months and really work on my own stuff and finish it. So you're going to be getting the normal vlogs of, hey, I'm doing this. But the other thing that I'm going to be doing is a bit like when I did the snow build, how I vlogged that. And then at the end, once I got it built and everything, you got a load of specific tutorials on the techniques. I'm going to start doing that. Yeah. So the idea is I vlog. Yeah. And then as I start to finish various pieces and stuff like that, I'm building up a catalog of tutorials. Yeah. And the reason being is I want to be able to be sitting on at least a month's worth of content. Yeah. My lung can pop again. Let's hope it doesn't, but my lung can pop again. And I still know that you guys are getting regular videos. It was always one of the challenges before. Yeah, chasing the tail, and you know what I mean. So since we've had this break and since you guys know I'm coming back and this sort of stuff, I want to go down that route. Yeah, of right, let's not go crazy. Let's do this properly. Yeah. And so I can, as soon as I've got the home studio set up this week, I can start vlogging Big Burma build stuff. Not Big Burma build, my, what you call it? All that stuff. Yeah, and I can share it. And the good thing about that is we are in lockdown in the UK. I'm not shielded or under any extra restrictions, but I am aware of my lung health. Yeah, because of the pop lung and the fact that I do still have something going on that the doctors need to look into. Yeah, and so, you know, I'm trying to limit how much I go out at the minute and that sort of stuff. Yeah, so I want to be able to work from home. And so that's why the home studio, that's why certain projects have come back. And on top of that, I've got a load of modeling materials here. And one of the things that I want to do is get a load more modeling materials. So I have 2 sets. I have all the stuff at home I need to do the bases, to do my own project. And so if I get up and, yeah, I can work from home. Now, the other reason for this is quite simple. Spode is bloody freezing in the winter. Yeah, so if I'm going to work on my own stuff, I might as well be a bit comfy with it. Do you think the 50 portable terrain bases would work on my terrain layout because I do not glide down any of the scenery? It'd be a bit varied, mate. But you could pick one base as an example, or there's plenty of techniques you can take and apply to other projects, because that's how I roll. Isolation's reached. That's the vibe. Boy, how's it going? It's going well. I've focused on my main buildings. I've started to think of a few effects and stuff like that. Yeah. Really, I need to get into the studio. I need to cut some bases. Yeah. Oh, people are saying PayPal. I'll jump on PayPal in a second, guys. Right. So let me just put these away. So that's the plan with content in the channel. Yeah, the idea is I'm going to start off doing vlogs. You're going to see Burma build. You're going to see, I've got to do a little bit of work. I promised a little girl, that I'll do stalactites and stalagmites and some cave stuff. And I made a promise on that. Yeah, so I've got to deliver. I might do it in a live stream with you. Yeah, which they're going to become more frequent as well. Yeah, but I need to get set up in here properly this week. After this week, I'm hoping you're going to get an in-the-week live stream and the Sunday. And then by after Christmas, I hope you're getting 2 live streams, in the week. And the Sunday nighter. So 3 live streams a week, as well as 3 videos a week. That's the aim. Yeah, but what we're going to focus on first is making sure you get regular weekly content. And we'll build it up as I feel comfortable that we can without overstretching myself. Okay? You need to stay safe, as Stoke is a dodgy area at the moment. My youngest one's reception class has just been put in self-isolation for 14 days. And they're only 4 or 5 years. I know, mate, Willow's been self-isolated as well. She's just come off self-isolation. It's bouncing around the schools like crazy. I made myself a hot wire cutter and a CNC machine for etching brick patterns onto styrofoam. Been having a blast going through all your old Back to Basics videos. Diana's saying, don't put too much pressure on yourself. That's the key. Yeah, that's why I want to do these vlogs and that sort of stuff. That's why I want to keep it really laid back approach. Yeah, it's been a hell of a year, guys, in all honesty, behind the scenes. A real hell of a year. Yeah. And to be in this position now, not just with the book, but with life in general on a lot of different fronts, it's bloody good. It's really good. And so I've been doing a lot of self-reflecting. In truth, I've had a counselor, to help me deal with some issues and stuff like that. Yeah, and I've had a counselor now since March that I speak to for about an hour every 2 weeks. And that's been really good. And a lot of that has been about doing things better. Yeah. And a lot of my life has been charging around, trying to tackle everything. And I'm, time for a different pace. Time to step back, think, plan, and do what's achievable. You know what I mean? I'm going through, I am going through, wherever it is in my eye, it's bugging. Allow me. I'm not winking at you. Well, I am winking at you. I'm going through a big life improvement thing. Yeah. And it's paying off. And so it's paid off in real life. It's paid off with the mental health. The channel is the last thing I want to do better. Yeah. And better means doing it properly. And doing it properly means Not that I've got to step back, but I've got to engage slowly and be on solid ground, you know? And so that's the plan. I'm not disappearing at all. At all. You will see plenty of me. You certainly will. Got man glitter, sawdust in his eye. There is no sawdust in this house. So I guess the channel start for real around Christmas then. I know, because you're going to be getting vlogs of terrain before that. Yeah, before Christmas, in all honesty. Yeah, I think I think the tutorials, yeah, the actual, hey, this is a half hour. I'm going to show you specifically how to do this. And it's been edited and made specifically for that, will be just after Christmas. Yeah, because I need to build. Yeah. And so we're going to be vlogging, through December, and that'll give me the content that I can then edit up the tutorials and stuff for us to roll into January. Hope you and your family are happy and well, healthy and well. We are, mate. We are. More concise content. I don't think concise applies to me, but more content, definitely. Little and often, and not all guns blazing. That's where I've been going wrong of late. I might have a chat with your counsellor if they're any good. Well, I chat to what's called it. I'm engaged with NHS Wellbeing. Yeah, my counsellor's called Noel, and he's brilliant. Just for your foreigners, NHS Wellbeing is sort of outpatient, mental health support. Yeah, so basically it's just a counsellor. Yeah, but it's from the actual NHS team. And so they have access to my doctor's records. If I have a bad patch or something like that, and perhaps, I might need in-care help or something like that, which I haven't at all, and we've not got anywhere near that. But because they're nurses, they're the people who can, while they're talking to you, they can go, right, no, sod this, I'm getting you an ambulance. You know what I mean? Yeah, so it's very much like counselling, but at the lowest level of engagement with the National Health Service. Yeah, and it's brilliant. Vorpal saying, if you dump the counsellor and find a good bartender, at least you'll be getting drunk for your money. Don't pay for counselling, mate. It's NHS. Digger's doing the same with his channel. I think it's right time. Any plans to incorporate LED lighting? Yes. Us men don't talk enough. We should talk more. Yeah, that's one of the issues. There's a lot of issues. A lot of self-perception issues as well. But that's not what this show is about, is it? It's about the good. Bot Action came up with a new Pacific Island jumping book. How about some Pacific Island terrain? I'm not going to make any promises, but I will check out that book. Right, guys, listen, I am absolutely starving. Yeah, my belly is rumbling because I didn't have any tea because I was late. Yeah, so I'm going to give it another 10 minutes because I wanted to connect with you. Yeah, and I wanted to show you I'm alive, and I wanted to share the joy and that sort of stuff. Yeah, but you know what I mean? Did you hear that? Hungry for terrain. Hungry for chicken. Go get some food down here. I'm gonna hang some mistletoe out the back of my. Calm down, son. I found my site nurse was great. Yeah. Cake. I haven't got any in. Right. What I do need to do is a shout out for the PayPalers. Yeah, because I don't want to miss anyone. Right. Brian Mosby, 50 Shades of Basin is great. Cannot wait to get 2 hard copies of the books and 2 mini Mel's. He sent a $5. Thank you, buddy. Alan S. Thank you, buddy. Sean Laster, Rusted. Hello, bud. Hey up. We need to get drunk in Adepticon, mate. Mel, this is Rusted Beetle. I know who you are, Sean. I've just used your name outright. Sorry, dude. I just got excited to see. It's been ages, mate. We have a bottle of vodka with your name on it for the next Adepticon. I'm not joking. I am not joking. It's not going to show, is it? Is it? You can't see it. Mel, this is Rusty Beetle and the missus. We have a bottle of vodka with your name on it for the next Adepticon. Great minds. Great minds. Thank you, Rusted. Any others? Dag Helg. Oh, thank you, buddy. That's the lot. Right. I haven't missed anyone, I don't think. Craig Gibson. Thank you for the pledge on Patreon, by the way. It's growing. We've got to get that back up. Remember, guys, it's just $1 a month, and then you get all... Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted to tell you about Patreon. Oh, just be right. No, I was definitely the last. Yeah. Right. Stick the vodka in the freezer. Right. One thing I want to tell you about Patreon, is I do recommend that you jump on it, because up until now, I've only really used Patreon for basically a way of taking money off you for your support for what I do on the channel. And it is greatly appreciated. Now that I've done the book, I see it slightly different. Yeah. I see the value of people supporting me in that way more. And so one of the things I am going to be doing on Patreon is I'm not going to be submitting my videos anymore. After I do a video, the day after, once I've seen the comments and that sort of stuff, I'm going to record a short afterthoughts video. Yeah, I'm going to upload the afterthoughts, more of Mel, basically. Yeah, so that from the patrons' point of view, they're not just supporting the video, they exclusively get basically a little bit extra. Now, obviously all the techniques and that sort of stuff, but when I put a video out, lots of people ask questions, which raises things in my head. Lots of people make other suggestions, which is why I always say go read the comments, because it's about all of us sharing our information. But the afterthoughts gives me a very easy way of including that information in on the Now, I could just put that out on YouTube, but then what you get is people replying to that and more afterthoughts and that sort of stuff, and it becomes a perpetual chain. So just for those guys on Patreon, you are going to start seeing videos from me, but they're going to be little vlogs done with a coffee in the morning, saying, right, as I take you through the comments and shared my extra thoughts, basically rounding off the tutorial that I've done on YouTube. And I think that's the best way, that I can stay true to the idea that you are supporting what I do for everyone. But the people who really have my back, on a monthly basis are the people who are most passionate about terrain. I've always made that assumption. And that's not exclusive. You don't obviously, if you don't do Patreon, you can still be supportive and and that sort of stuff, and you're still passionate. But the people who do Patreon, I consider most definitely are passionate about terrain. So it's also the sort of stuff I think they'd be interested in, because they're the ones who want a little bit deeper. And it's a nice little way of me connecting with the feedback and giving a little bit more in an easy way that's achievable. Okay, so keep an eye out on that on for Patreon and that sort of stuff, of what's coming and that sort of stuff. And that's where it's going. And I do recommend, and I'll be putting it in the video. Another thing that I'm going to be doing, you see, I've been thinking about this, is I'm going to be making sure that I am around digitally, an hour after each video goes live. So if you watch that video in the first hour it goes live, and they will be going live at a specific time on a specific date regularly, so you'll know what time it is. But if you're in that first hour, then if you've got a question on that video, I will be in the comments and keeping an eye on the comments to be able to literally give you feedback and answer it then and there. After an hour, I'll step back and then catch up, with the morning admin and, how things roll with these things. Yeah, but it's my best way of sort of saying, well, if you're going to jump on and watch the video, as soon as I bring it out, then I want to have your back. Yeah, so I'm going to be doing that as well. Yeah. Where Martin's talking about Warhammer World. As soon as Warhammer World is open, yeah, I'll be going down and I will be suggesting a meetup. Yeah, obviously, socially distanced, all that sort of stuff. We do it properly. You need to look after your old Mel. Yeah, so I won't be taking my mask down if we're having a meetup. Yeah, and I'll be expecting you all to just, guys, don't shake my hand. Let's do the elbow thing. Yeah, because, I've only just got back on the channel. But yes, meeting up at Warhammer World would be great. Thank you, David. Intimate terrain chat with Mel. Bring a straw then. Are you planning on going back to Twitch? Yes, I am. Baby steps. Okay, so probably before Christmas. It's just Twitch has got a lot of rules and I've got to figure out a lot of stuff. And right now, Twitch isn't the priority. It's connecting with you guys on Facebook, getting the videos out, getting my life sorted to produce content, that sort of stuff. Mel chat, after dark. Oh, no. I've seen the after dark hashtag on Twitter. That's not for Mel. Right, guys, my belly is rumbling like crazy. You'll have a video watch clip Tuesday, 3 o'clock. Yeah, it will be a short vlog. Yeah, it will be explaining what's going on. And I know that because once I've had some food, I'm going to bloody record it tonight for you. So Tuesday, let's go for 3 o'clock. No. Let's go for 2 o'clock on Tuesday, UK time, because that way I've got an hour to be in the chat to catch you afterwards. Then we've got the school run. I was going to do it either 2 or 4 and I hadn't decided. So I've just made that decision. My videos come out at 2 o'clock now from now on. You were there at that founding moment, as you've always been. Right. Yeah, so I'm going to record a vlog after this and just put it out on the channel. Let everyone know what's going on, what the battle plan is. Yeah, and then I imagine next week on the Sunday nighter, yeah, we'll look a little bit different in this room. We will. And the Tuesday after, you'll get the vlog of actually how I got there. In the meantime, guys, you've been awesome. It's great to be back, and I can't wait to be sharing my passion again with you. I'm getting a bit crazy because I've missed that. I've really missed that nuts stuff. Right, you know the drill. I ain't ending this until I see what I need to see. 10 taps, 4 for the hell, 1 for the space, 4 for the yeah, 1 to put a smile on my face. Come on, Terrainiacs. Fill that screen. Make me smile. That's beautiful. Love you lot. You're great. I'll see you Tuesday. Ta. Bye.